This video is going to be about how to pull into a parking space and angle park. Angle park is when you pull into a parking spot at 90 degrees or sometimes at 45 degrees. In this instance only, I am going to be driving with one hand for the purpose of holding the camera. So please excuse that fact and focus on the fact that it's about how to pull into a parking space. I'm just going to wait here for the light to change to green for red, and then I'll make my turn left in just a moment. And I'm going to make my turn to the left, and I'm entering the parking lot, and I'm still going to use my signals when I go left and right, but the purpose of pulling into the parking space, let's say between cars, for example. So I'm going to go down this aisle here. First, let me stop. And if I want to park on the right, I have to first move to the left. It's easier to park on the left because I normally drive on the right side. Now, in this instance, the left side is occupied by cars, so I'm going to go to another aisle and find somewhere else to park. Let's first do our stops. Cars coming. And I'm going to go down one of these next aisle and find a parking spot between two cars because that is the most challenging one to do. Now, I'm going to do a single spot where there are no cars first. I'm going to signal left. I'm on the right side of the aisle and I'm looking for these white lines. And when my mirror comes across from the white line, I will stop, at which point I'm going to turn all the way to the left. And I ride the brake pedal until I'm all the way in. As the car becomes straight in the parking space, I just turn the wheel and I put the wheel straight, and that completes the entrance to the parking. Now, when you back out of the parking space, being that there could be a car beside you to the right and to the left, you really want to back out as straight as possible until your mirror comes to the end of the car that you're beside, either the right mirror or the left mirror, or when the mirror gets to the end of the line that you're in between. So here there are no cars next to us, so I'm going to back up until the mirror comes to the end of the white line, and then I'm going to turn the wheel all the way, in this case, to the left. So let's put this in reverse. I'm going to look left and right behind me. I'm going to back up until the mirror comes to the end of the line, at which point I'm going to turn the wheel all the way left to avoid hitting the cars behind us. At least get myself some more space. When I have enough space, I'm going to put my car into drive, turn all the way right first, and then I can exit this way. Now I need to find a spot where I can pull between two cars to demonstrate for you how to do that. So let's take another look and go around the parking aisle here. Hold on. Somebody's leaving in the pickup truck, and I could take their spot on the right, but first I have to first move to the left. So let's go to the left first. I'm still going to signal right to park on the right side, but now I'm on the left side. My mirror comes across from the white line that makes the space. Stop, turn the wheel all the way to the left, ride the brake pedal slowly, and put the wheel gradually straight as you go into the parking space. And that puts you even between both the cars on the right and the car on the left, if there's a car on your left. The purpose of doing this is so that you don't have to back up and make any kind of adjustments. Excuse me, looks like my phone is in fact ringing, but I am not going to respond to that. Good, that's finished. And once again, to exit your parking space, the first thing to do, of course, is put your car in reverse, check your mirrors. In this case, I have a backup camera, but you should not rely on the backup camera. Even the backup camera says check your surroundings, which means look behind you to the left and to the right. You might have heard a beep. That beep indicates that somebody's approaching from behind. It's a radar detector. And when the beep is gone, it means that the danger is not there anymore. Somebody's pulling in over there, as you can see. So I'm going to back out. When my mirror comes to the end of the car that I'm next to, could be my left side mirror or right side mirror, I will turn my wheel, in this case, all the way to the right. There is a vehicle behind us, and that's the purpose of turning the wheel all the way right, so I don't back up into the vehicle behind me. As you can see. And now I have room in front of my car, so I put my car in drive, and I turn the wheel to the left. And I just roll, don't accelerate, just roll your foot on the brake pedal. And your parking is in fact complete. I hope that was helpful for you. And I know, once again, I'm driving with one hand because I'm holding the camera with a stick. Otherwise, I cannot demonstrate this for you without a student in the car, and I do not wish to waste my students' driving time to demonstrate for you how to pull into a parking space in a parking lot. At this point, I'm going to exit the parking lot. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video, and we will see you again next time. Just to finish this video, what happens if you park and there's a curb in front of your car? And when you pull up, you just don't know exactly where to stop before you bump into the curb or the bump stop. Well, if you look at these two vehicles here where I'm sitting, there's my vehicle and on the SUV. If you look at the mirrors, if you're driving a car that's low, like a sedan versus an SUV's mirror is higher than the car. As you can see these, there's some sun glare. So therefore the SUV can actually go over the curb with this front, because the SUV is typically higher than the car. So their front can actually go above a typical 5-inch curb, but the car, being only 5 inches high, cannot clear the curb. Therefore the question becomes, how do you know when to stop before you hit the curb in front of you? Simply do not let your side mirror pass the other vehicle's mirror. Once again, if it's an SUV, you have to be careful because they can go further and hang over the curb, whereas a sedan, if you're parking next to another sedan, just be sure that your mirror do not go past their side mirror, and you will not end up hitting or bumping into that curb you see ahead of you, which is currently yellow. So that's how you prevent damaging your car in the front when you are angle parking and you're pulling up and there's a curb in front of you.
1,000 thanks to you.